Hola, buenos dias. Good morning, my beautiful people. It's your girl here, Daniela, Miss Four Lizard. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you could join me for another planner video. I'm here to set up my planner solar system for the month of September. I'm going to change a few things up here, just set up my planners, get them ready to go for September. This is something I've been wanting to start doing on camera. I don't really do it on camera. I tend to just do it, off camera whenever I have some free time. But I really want to capture that process and how I set up my planners for a new month. So I'm going to be doing that today, although I honestly already kind of have done it. And so this might not be as exciting as if I captured the entire process on camera, but I still have a couple of things I did want to set up, change up, so I'll take you along with me for the little bit that I have left. This is also going to be just a September planner lineup video, so if you're interested in seeing what I'm going to be using in terms of planners and journals for this upcoming month, then just keep on watching. So planner lineup videos and planner setup videos are probably one of my all-time favorite videos to watch as well as to film, because I think it's so interesting to hear people's thought processes when it comes to setting up planners and what works for different people. It's also really cool to hear about people's experiences and what things worked for them and what didn't work for them, because let's all be honest here, like sometimes planner lineups, planner setups don't necessarily work for you, and then you kind of have to switch things up in order to really make things effective and productive for yourself. And that's just part of the beauty of the process. It's part of the joy in the process, I think, is this ability to be flexible and experiment and just have fun with your system. All right, so let's start off planner by planner. We'll check in with each planner in my lineup, and I'll tell you a little bit about each planner, what I use it for, how I feel about it, how it's worked for me, and I'll change up anything that I need to change up, and then we'll be good to go. So actually, let's start off with the first planner in my solar system, and we're gonna go by order of importance. So this is my work planner. It's a twin loop planner. All of my planners are happy planners. And this is a twin loop vertical planner in a classic sized. I actually decorated the name page while I was in Mexico. It turned out really, really maximalist, but super cute. And so this planner is my work planner. All that I have in here is just work stuff. I have a lot of notes about meetings, papers I've read. And how has this planner been going for me? It's been going all right, honestly. It's been a little bit difficult to get into the twin loop planner because I'm so used to switching things up, but this planner, you're really locked into it, and that's both like a good thing and a bad thing in my opinion. What I like about this planner is that I'm forced to just stick to one thing, and also I can't add anything into here. It's just kind of the straightforward layout, which sometimes I need for work. I just want to grab my work planner and nothing else. I don't get tempted to like Frankenplan, combine different planners into here. It just forces me to kind of focus in on one particular planner, and I don't think I will ever use a twin loop again. The only reason I picked one up is because I love this design so much, and I was just also interested in trying, a twin loop and not a disc bound system. I don't think I'll ever do a twin loop again because I just love that I can combine different planners and change things up with the disc bound. But this planner lives in my Mickey portfolio here, and I actually just added this super cute mini keychain charm thing to my zit folio, and I think that's super cute. So I don't really have anything to do here for this planner, so I'm just gonna set this one to the side. And then next up in my lineup is my big happy planner. She's a hybrid. I've mixed various different planners for the months for her. And for this planner, this is my kind of catch-all planner. It's mainly like home life, household stuff, social life. I also use this as a memory keeper. I like to kind of scrapbook in here and journal. And I'll add, you know, like fun photos in here and everything. But mainly I would say this is kind of more household, social life, and a little bit of scrapbooking and journaling. So because this is a hybrid planner, in that I kind of switch in and out of planners for the months, like April, May, and June were all pressed floral vertical months. July I grabbed the Jungle Vibes dashboard. August I used a Mickey and Minnie Farmhouse planner. And then for September I'm using this color block from Floral, Mickey, and Minnie. This is the current week that we are in. So I've actually already set up my September, like I'm already locked into it. I've already started, you know, putting down spreads. I actually have already done two weeks of September in here already. So I'm kind of locked into this month. So I'm not going to be changing up the month here. But the one thing I will be changing up is the cover here. So this cover is from one of the Floral Mickey and Minnie notebooks, and the back cover is actually different. It's the Seasonal Doodles planner. So I think I want to switch these out. I've had these on my planner since I set it up like 3 months ago, and I just want to change things up. So I think I'm going to be using the Farmhouse cover, both the front and the back. So I'm going to clip this into the back here. And I think I'll leave it on the green discs. I think it looks nice with those discs. This planner is so thick, it barely fits on the classic sized discs here. Squeeze them in there, and there we go. And I love it. I love it so much. I just adore the Farmhouse collection from Disney. I think it's so cute. I love the muted colors. I think this is perfect for September. And also this planner just makes me happy. It always reminds me of my boyfriend. He actually bought me this planner out in Austin, Texas, where he lives. I live in San Diego, California, and we're in a long distance relationship. And he came to visit me in late July when I finished grad school, and we went on this long road trip together after. But I was looking for this planner, and it was completely sold out everywhere in California, or in Southern California. And nowhere, a store nowhere in my like 100-mile radius had this planner. And so I looked up to see if it was available in the Austin area, and it was. And my boyfriend actually picked it up for me before he came out to visit me, and brought it with him on the plane, and he just gave it to me. And he's so sweet. He's probably the best boyfriend I've ever had, and he's just incredibly kind and sweet and always wants to like make me happy. And so this planner reminds me a lot about him. Oh, and I really like how this planner is working for me. I'm really happy with this planner. Kind of my catch-all. I love it. It's always a joy to work in, so this is definitely working for me. Okay, third planner in my lineup. This is my teaching planner, and I don't think I'm going to change anything up in this planner because I love it so much. I don't think I'll ever change this cover here. I mean, maybe in like a couple months I'll change it, but I just love this cover so much. I just cannot get enough of it. I need to write my name here at some point. But this is my teaching planner, my professional development planner, and I really like it. I have a lot of filler paper here in the beginning, some folders, and for September, I am already locked in for September. So this is the month I've chosen for September. So this is the divider I've chosen for September. These were actually undated planner pages. This was from the Bright Type planner. And just like my other planner, I switch across months and formats for this planner. So this planner I started in May, and I used this Princess Elegance divider, but I used like Stargazer vertical pages for that month. June, I used a Villains planner, and this was also a vertical. I had a lot of fun with this one. July, I actually used a horizontal planner. This is from the Cosmic Watercolor, and this month I did not do anything in here because this month was like impossible for me to do anything in. And then August, I used a Jungle Vibe divider, but I used teaching layout, teacher layout pages from one of the recent Disney teaching releases. So that was that. And then in September I'm going to go with this Bright Type divider, but I'm going to be going with the horizontal pages from Cosmic Watercolor. And how I like set these up, I just glue the dividers together here, so that way I can have the divider with the dated calendar on the back, because otherwise I think the Bright Type weekly pages were undated dashboard, and I don't really like that style for teaching my teaching planner. So, or at least I'm not really used to it, and I'm not really, I don't really want to use it right now. So I wanted to use the dated horizontal pages, but I didn't like the divider for September as much as I liked this one here. So usually what happens is near the end of the month, I'll check in with the upcoming month, let's say October, like maybe late September, I'll check in and I'll look at what month I've chosen for October. So I chose this divider and the teaching layout. I guess I didn't mix it up this month for October, but I chose this month for October, and I'll check in late September and see if I still want to stay with this month. And if I do, leave it, and if I don't, I'll switch it out. But I'm gonna try to capture that process on camera this time for October, like my October setup and lineup video. Like I want to do that on camera. I want to check in and see whether I still want to stay with this or not, because I picked all of these dividers and months like a while ago, and sometimes I change my mind. I decide not to use the one I picked, so I'll just check in with it. But I want to use this one for September. I already chose it, so I chose it like a week ago, so I'm good to go with this one. And my teaching planner is working really well for me. I'm actually already signed up to start teaching again. I'm actually going to be teaching in California prison. I'm a prison and jail teacher on the side, besides my scientific research, and it's really, really rewarding. And I've been trying to teach in correctional facilities for the last 2 years. I had to take a break because of the pandemic, but otherwise it's something I really enjoy doing. So there we have my teaching planner. Okay, and then we have my fitness planner. This is going to be my 4th planner in my lineup. This is another one that I try to use daily. And I also just switched up this planner as well. I gave it a makeover. I changed the discs and I changed the cover. I used to have this cover on it, but now I have this cover because I just got this fitness planner on clearance, and I think it looks really cool with the bright blue metal discs. And for the month of September here, I chose a new layout actually. These dividers are actually from that same fitness planner from which I got the cover, and I'm really excited for this layout because it has it's like a meal plan layout plus a workout layout plus a hydration tracker at the bottom. So I just really like this layout, so I'm excited for this. I'm actually really tempted to go out and get another one of these fitness planners because they're on 80% clearance at my Joann's, because I just love this layout so much, and I'm not sure if they'll do this layout again, if Happy Planner will release this layout again, and I think this is one of my all-time favorite layouts. I think this way I can combine like my meal planning and my workouts in one planner, although to be honest, I will eventually probably split them up again, because I find that just having this one box for workouts isn't enough for me. Like, I like to have just a little bit more room to decorate, as well as to write down details of my workouts and my fitness journey. So I think I will eventually, separate these two out again. And I do have a meal planner that I put away for a bit, because right now I'm combining my meal planning and my workouts into this, one planner. I think I'll definitely alternate, months that I'm busy and I don't have much time, I'll combine meal planning and workouts into this one layout, and also just kind of minimize, my workouts. And then months that I do have time, I'll split them up again, and I'll have my meal planner, and then I'll have my fitness planner as well. So I'm already locked in for September though. I've already set things up, but in future videos, what I'll do is I'll check in, I'll check in for October, see if I still want to use this, divider, as well as these pages, this layout. And this is the more traditional fitness layout. It does have a food log as well, but I don't know if I'll want to use this or if I'll want to pull for more of these, more of this style pages. But I will check in, late September and see if I want to switch that up. I also really like this monthly overview page from this planner. It's just really cool. I think I will take progress selfies and include them into the planner. I think that would be awesome. So that's my fitness planner. Okay, number 5 in my layout, this is my gardening planner. And I love this thing so much. This one, I don't use the dividers as months. I use them as seasons, because my gardening planner is what I call my rolling monthly setup, where I use the vertical style, and each box is a day. So we have 3 weeks represented on a traditional vertical spread like this. I think this is the perfect layout for me, because I don't really need all this space for just 1 week, but also the monthly itself is a little bit too small for me. So this is like the happy medium. So I actually took a little bit of break from working in my gardening journal, the crazy month of July and August. And I actually treat the dividers as seasons. So this is summer 2022. And I alternate between using just an undated vertical as well as a gardening planner that's also undated. And I really want to set up these pages here. So I need to sit down and work on these pages. Maybe I'll do a video for that. But this is the current 3-week period. My current rolling monthly, the month of September, Monday the 29th through September the 18th here. And right now I'm using my gardening planner. So you can see all of the habit trackers here on the side that have to do with gardening. So this is a planner I don't really need to check in monthly, because it's already kind of set up in a monthly style, but probably I would check in every season. So I believe fall, when does fall start again? Is it this last week here, like the 18th or 19th? I forget, but probably this divider is going to be fall 2022, and then I'll start again. So yeah, we'll set things up at that point. I've been really enjoying this gardening planner. I love it so much. Okay, 6th planner in my lineup for September. This is my faith planner. Gorgeous planner. I love this thing. Ugh, it's so beautiful. And I just set up my August monthly, my interfaith calendar here. It's just beautiful. And I'm hoping to get some faith journaling done this month. In September, I actually do need to set up my September interfaith calendar here. So I'm going to set this up. Probably you'll see this video over the upcoming weekend or soon, because I'm trying to get back on the train of publishing and doing these earlier in the month. I know I was super late with my August one, so it feels like I just did it yesterday, but I love this faith planner. I use this very, very casually. I treat it kind of as an undated journal. The only thing I really keep up with are the monthlies. I'll do these monthly interfaith calendars every month. And then for days that I want to actually journal in the weekly pages, I kind of white out the dates, and then I'll journal throughout the month whenever I feel like it. So this is a very typical spread for me. I did this from June the 7th through June the 22nd. So every couple of days, throughout the month, I would feel like faith journaling. And so I would check in with this faith planner and journal. And so sometimes the only pages I will, write for the entire month is like 2 pages like this, which is totally fine for me. I don't mind having a lot of blank pages. I'll take these out, eventually, and then move them to the back or something, or reuse them. So I'm not at all pressed about having blank pages in this, or like keeping up with some type of like time scale, because I treat this very, very casually. I only write in it when I feel like writing in it, and because of that, it makes it feel welcoming and manageable, and that it's doing its job for me. So that's my faith planner. 7th planner in my lineup is my budget planner. This thing is so much fun. It's the villains. I put the villains cover on it because it's good to be bad when it comes to financial responsibility, and I really, really have been enjoying this planner a lot. It's been really helpful for me, and July and August I wasn't keeping up with it too well because, again, super busy, but I'm happy to report that I'm back in it for the month of September, and I'm hoping to start doing budgeting videos starting in October, because that's when my new job paychecks finally start hitting my bank account, and I think it'll be cool to start doing budgeting videos with this new job, which I did get a little bit of a pay raise from that. So my budget planner. Planner number 8. This is my daily planner. And I love her so much. I love every single planner in my collection, but I'm gonna keep her with this cover and these discs because I love her so much. She's so cute. And this is basically, she used to be my work planner, and I also kind of like my catch-all planner here at the beginning. And I have a lot of my vision boards in here, and these are my New Year's resolutions. I have my sticky note dashboard in here, some cool morning routine and bedtime routine pages. I have some whiteboards in here as well, and a folder. I have some hourly pages in case I want an hourly, just a quick and dirty hourly schedule, folders. And then I have daily pages. I've separated them by month, so I haven't really been using daily pages too much in August. So I'll pull this out here, and then I'm gonna pop in this bookmark for September. So these dividers are from that beautiful Desert Dream planner that I got from this planner. I used that planner 2 years ago, and I'm recycling all of the dividers here. So this is all from last year, 2 years ago, and I'm just reusing them. And I don't mind that they're covered with stuff. It's kind of fun to look in and see what I was doing a year ago. But I basically have a bunch of daily pages in the back here, and then whenever I feel like pulling for a classic size daily page, I grab one of these, tuck it into the month that I am working in. So September, I'll tuck it into here, and then we have my daily planner. So this is super nice. I still like having this in my lineup, but I still reach for it, and I still love her. So she's staying in my lineup, and I'm keeping her with these discs and with this cover. Okay, the 9th planner in my lineup is one that I just set up a few days ago. This is my reading journal, and it's completely different from what I had been using before. So before, I was using this classic sized planner as my reading journal, and of course it's perfect. Welcome to the book club. Of course I had to use it for my reading journal, and I actually just gave this one like a major renovation not too long ago, and I did it on camera as well. I switched it up to being just completely lined paper, and also the dividers stood for years as opposed to like months, and that way, just like my faith planner, it kind of helps me to slow things down and make sure that I'm able to keep up with all of these planners. So that being said, I had to use this planner as my reading journal. It was just too beautiful, and I like it so much more than the Welcome to the Book Club planner. It's just, the aesthetic is so just gorgeous, and I just had to use this. And so I ended up setting this up as my new reading journal, and it's a big size, so it's huge. I put her on these like pale yellow discs. These were from the Floral Mickey and Minnie Be Happy box, and I think it just goes so well with the design here, and it's just freaking gorgeous. I'm gonna do another video on this planner in a bit here, but I have to set up my title page at some point. And I set up my reading challenge here using, these are Happy Planner pre-punched cardstock papers, and I love how this looks now. It's so gorgeous. So I had to kind of deconstruct my reading challenge that I had in my classic sized and kind of adapt it to these larger pages, but I think it looks just so gorgeous. And then for the monthly pages, I'm going to be using the dividers as months. So here we have just the month of September. I'm thinking about using these monthlies for book club meetings, as well as like important book or reading related dates, like whether I'm going to like a reading at a bookstore or whether a new book comes out or what have you. I just want to use the monthlies more so than I've been using them. But the weeklies are going to be similar to my faith planner in that I'm going to treat them as just undated journaling pages, and I'm only going to journal in them when I feel like journaling in them and that I have time. So maybe I'll write in here like September 2nd, and then maybe I'll write September 8th, and then maybe September 15, September 20, September 25, September 31st, and maybe I'll only write like 2 or 3 pages per month. But that's really fine, because then I can just take out these blank pages and recycle them for other uses. But I just really like these dividers, so I want to use the dividers for the months. It's just such a gorgeous reading planner, and at the very end I tucked in quite a bit of filler paper. This is from a Wild Styled big filler paper pack, and I just tucked in a bunch of that in the back there for if I ever want to pull for some filler paper. But that is my beautiful and gorgeous reading planner. Okay, and then the last couple of planners in my lineup. This is my 10th planner in my lineup, and this is my creativity planner. So I'm combining 3 planners that I had in my previous lineup into this one planner. I'm combining my mini YouTube planner, which, let me grab that. I'm going to be combining this planner because I used to just have this as like my creative journal, but I'm going to be combining these 2 planners, which were my mini planner for YouTube as well as my skinny planner for wellness. I'm going to be combining those and my creative journal into this larger classic sized, and I'm just already so excited for this creative journal. I have vision boards at the beginning here. I have a sticky note dashboard, some drawings I've done, a folder, a wellness check-in, a whiteboard, some stickers, and I'm going to be trying to work in this daily as well. So I'm really excited for this this planner here. This is gonna be just, I'm already so excited for this planner. And most of the dividers are from this like citrusy planner here, but I have switched it up a few times. So in November I have like a Disney what's it called, Disney month, and then I'm missing December in here. I just skipped straight to February or January. Okay, I have to remember that I need to pop in December at some point. But yes, this is my creative journal and wellness and YouTube and everything. So I'm gonna just call this my creativity and wellness planner. Okay, 11th planner is my Grimoire. This isn't really a planner, it's just constructed from a planner, but it's a journal and a spell book. So I'm still gonna be keeping up with this, and again, I was so busy for the last 2 months, wasn't able to do too much in here, but I'm already thinking about the next video I'm gonna film with this planner here and what else I'm gonna do in here. I do want to continue to set up my moon calendars. Yeah, I'm hoping to set up another moon page this month. I'm hoping to get another new moon and full moon spread in here, and maybe something in for like spell work. I would like to start adding a couple of spells into here. That is my Grimoire. And then 12th planner, which also is not really a planner, it's more of a workbook. This is my Japanese workbook, and I'm using a Disney Mickey Mouse Oasis style for this. And this is just where I like to practice my Japanese whenever I have time to practice Japanese. And I treat the pages as like journaling pages. I do not treat them as planner pages because there's just, it would just be too much to keep up with it right now as a planner. But I'm just going to be using this and treating it as like a junk journal to learn Japanese, kind of. As you can see, I have a lot of pages that I did last year and that I just like how they looked, so I left them in here. But yes, that is my Japanese journal, and I'm hoping that now that I'm done with grad school, I can get back into trying to practice it every few days. And I just love this planner, like the Oasis design. It's so cute. I love it. So 13th planner in my solar system. This is not really a planner either. I have so many different planners, and this is a very new addition into my lineup that I'm going to be playing around with starting this month. So this is going to be my, how do I put this? This is going to be my prototype for a workbook that I'm thinking of incorporating into some of my classes that I'm teaching. I have this really cool idea of creating interactive student workbooks for classes that I teach, mainly the classes that I teach more informally, particularly in the jail and prison setting. So when I teach informally, informal science classes, I'm thinking of creating like workbook pages that I can hand out to students for them to fill in. So I might like create some kind of workbook page here about the different biomes that exist in our world. Let's say I'm teaching like environmental science or something, and I am teaching a class on biomes. I'm thinking of creating like a few, maybe like 3 or 4 worksheets around biomes, and then handing them out to the students, and then having them place those worksheets, fill them out, interact with them, and place them into their own workbook, which is going to be on a disc-bound system, of course inspired by the Happy Planner. I just really like the idea of like a customized workbook for students, and so I'm thinking of using this planner, and I filled it with just blank filler paper here, just dot grid paper. I'm thinking of starting to sketch out and map out those workbook pages, and then including them into this workbook here. So this is going to be kind of an experimental prototype workbook, but I'm interested to see how that is going to develop. So I have 13 planners right now in my solar system. This is not really a planner. I guess you could count it as one. I don't think so, but this would be like my 14th planner in my solar system. It's not a planner, it's not a journal, it's just a storage space for my filler paper, and I just wanted to use this cover so bad because it's gorgeous and these discs are beautiful. But basically I just use this this planner as like a storage place for extra pages, filler pages. So I have a bunch of filler paper in here of different kinds. I have, you know, villains, princess, wellness, filler paper, and I just have this with all my other planners for the times that I want to pull for some filler paper. And those are all my planners for the month of September. So right now my meal planner is on hiatus. I'm going to be setting this aside for the month of September because I'm doing my meal planning combined with my fitness planning. Maybe I'll return to this. When I do, it'll be here for me, but right now I'm going to be setting this aside and it's going to be taking a break. I'm sure that I'll return to it at some point, but right now I want to combine meal planning with fitness, so this is going to be set to the side. And the other two planners that were in my July lineup that are going to be sitting to the side, they're getting placed back on the bench for the month of September, is my mini YouTube planner because I want to combine this stuff with my creativity planner, my journal. I'm going to be combining these two into that one classic sized planner. This is my wellness planner. And I don't know, I feel like the mini and the skinny, like the size is just a little bit too small for me, and I'm not totally convinced by this size. It's fun for a while, but I feel like long term it's not really the size and style I like. So we're going to be putting these back on the bench. I'm sure I will, you know, return to them at some point and reuse them and recycle the pages and play around with them at some point, but for the month of September we're going to be setting these aside. But that is my entire September lineup. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble and rant about planners. I just love them so much. I have so much fun with them. They're really inspiring and motivating, and for me they just are really great tools for productivity and motivation and inspiration and creativity. So currently I have 14 planners in my planner lineup, which isn't too crazy, especially since half of them are more like journals than they are actual planners that I keep up with on a daily or even monthly basis. And like I said, I usually tend to set them up a little bit more, but as I said, I just did that off camera this time because I wasn't really thinking about potentially doing a video on how I set up my planners for a new month. So this was more of a lineup video, but I did manage to change a few things here and there. Hopefully next month I will sit down and capture the entire process on camera so you can see my how I check in with each planner every single month. So thank you so much for spending the time with me here today. I really appreciate it. Let me know how many planners you're using and what planners you're using in the comments down below. I would love to know, and I hope to see you in my next video. So until then, stay safe, stay blessed, and happy planning. Bye.
Y ya no sabes lo que pasa. El primer verso